ketoglutarate. So these are all catabolic as well. Again, remembering that the two solely ketogenic amino acids are leucine and lysine. We're going to move on just a little bit into what you actually have to know. All right, so if you go in your PowerPoint to slide 34, this is approximately the most important information you need to know about the amino acids. Let's run through it real quick. The actual details themselves, which amino acids break down into which metabolites, is not as important for Van Fleet. I do not believe it will show up in testing purposes. What we do need to know are the 3 alpha keto acids. Our alpha keto acids are pyruvate, alpha ketoglutarate, and oxaloacetate. Those are going to form, they have reversible reactions, mind you. Those are going to form alanine for pyruvate, alpha ketoglutarate is going to form glutarate, and oxaloacetate is going to form aspartate. All right? We also need to know the conditionally essential amino acids and why. Conditionally essential means that you need, you need something in order for these amino acids to be created. Arginine is conditionally essential for children, as they need a lot of arginine as they are growing. In adults, it is not conditionally essential, and that is because we synthesize enough of it to be used. I don't know how much I agree with this not conditionally essential thing. Arginine is used to make nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is present in pretty much every epithelial cell in our body. It's causing a lot of vasodilation. I feel like this should still be essential, but Van Fleet has said that it is not conditionally essential, so we are not going to have it on there. The other 2 amino acids are cysteine and tyrosine. These 2 amino acids are slightly unique in that they require another amino acid. Cysteine requires methionine. It requires meth, haha! And that is for that sulfur group. You need to transfer the sulfur group onto methionine in order for it to be of use. Tyrosine is going to be reliant on phenylalanine. If you look at the structures, phenylalanine is going to have this weird R group there. Tyrosine is just going to be that weird R group plus a hydroxyl group. That's the only difference between phenylalanine and tyrosine. That is going to make tyrosine from phenylalanine. All right, you also need to know those 2 exclusively ketogenic being making ketone bodies, those ketone bodies being D-beta hydroxybutyrate and acetoacetate. Now, those 2 exclusively ketogenic acids are leucine and lysine. Other things you need to know, the 3 amino acids that are important for the removal of nitrogen. These amino acids being glutamate, which is formed from alpha ketoglutarate, as we said right here. Very important in nitrogen transport. Glutamine, which is going to be formed by glutamate and nitrogen in extrahepatic tissues. And we also need to know about alanine. Why? Because we had that skeletal muscle to liver shunt. All right? All right. The last thing that we kind of need to know is what some of these amino acids are going to create for us. These amino acids are going to create a couple different things. Tyrosine is going to be involved in catecholamine formation. Our catecholamines are epinephrine, norepinephrine, so this is going to be the DOPA, dopamine, norepinephrine to epinephrine, norepinephrine to epinephrine. All right? Tyrosine is the basis of catecholamines. Now, if you have a low intake of phenylalanine, you won't be able to make your tyrosine, as tyrosine is conditionally essential. You won't be able to make as many catecholamines. We also have need of glutamate in multiple locations. It is where we're going to be making GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid. From tryptophan, we make serotonin, as well as melatonin. From histidine, you're going to make histamine. That's kind of beautiful. His, same thing. And from a couple amino acids, glutamate, cysteine, and glycine, we are going to make glutathione. Now, we learned before that I spelled that horribly. Glutathione was an antioxidant. It bound to reactive oxygen species using NADPH. Yay! Using NADPH to regenerate itself, it bound to these reactive oxygen species and changed them into non-reactive oxygen species. It used NADPH in order to get back to itself. Glutathione acted on those reactive oxygen species to make non-reactive oxygen species. They used NADPH to regenerate the glutathione. Lastly, we have arginine, which forms nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, NO. Now, that's kind of beautiful. Bam, bam, bam. What else have we got here? That is about it. Thank you guys so much for listening, and good luck with your studies.